And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday here on WRMN AM 1410. It's 5 minutes after 3 o'clock. I cannot believe it's June already. What has happened to all the time? What has happened to the month? Yesterday I woke up, it was January 3rd. Can you believe it? I'm just kidding. Yeah, you believe it?
I believe it.
Oh, I went to school at June already. But that's a different story.
Yes, yes. Welcome to
Isn't that a movie?
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the Laura Dion-Jones Show. Heard here every Wednesday afternoon, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock at AM 1410. Laura, how you doing?
I'm wonderful today. How are you?
I'm doing fine. A little hot and humid in here again. 2 weeks in a row here. It's been hot and humid here in the WRMN studios.
But I feel a breeze somewhere.
We've got some fans set up. We've got some things taken care of. And if anyone's out there in the hallway, in the studio, in the sales department, haha, someone's out there really? No, I don't think so. But please keep it down. No swearing because the doors are wide open this afternoon here.
I wouldn't mind hearing a sales call through the airwaves like that.
That would be okay, wouldn't it?
Yeah, historic and entertaining.
Okay.
Interesting.
So
Well, then
listen,
go jump on a sales call.
All right.
Jeff.
Hello.
what's the tagline?
Oh, jeez.
Lose weight fast,
Look
get
young
rich
forever.
Get rich quick,
And
look young forever.
forever.
Sooner or later we'll cover all those topics.
That's absolutely right.
Hi, I'm Laura Dion-Jones, and today's show is brought to you again by Snobhounds Canine Clothing Company. Think Nike meets Donna Karan, but for canines. And KC Tool, an automotive specialty tool company. And
Allen & Son seal coating as well, my dear.
in the studio with us today are the one and only Mike Hunziker, running our board and fielding our phone calls again. My co-host Jeff Myers. Say hello, Jeff.
Hello again, everybody.
George Rollinson, Kyle Balt on our YouTube camera, and special guest Dave Captain, Elgin City Councilman, talking about a bunch of interesting things that are coming up. And Miles Harston from Aqua Ranch is going to join us a bit later via phone to talk about what we can do to get a little bit more sustainable and less dependent on foreign and local oil.
I've been handed George Rawlinson's weight. He's telling me this right now. Also, George Rawlinson and Dave Captain were talking Cubs trivia just before showtime, so Dave's well vested in this show. Once those two guys go at it, Kuno Berrigan can't be far behind.
Listen, what did y'all do over Memorial Weekend, quick?
Oh, we did the Elgin Valley Foxtrot, and also the Chicago Bandits had a tryout. I didn't make the team.
You didn't? Again? For the 40th year in a row?
Well, how will they count?
Mikey, what did you do?
I worked. I did the Elgin Foxtrot, and I worked.
Did you broadcast or did you walk it?
I walked it.
And how many miles?
Two.
Good for you.
And did you see they started the wrong way? It was kind of cute. Half the group went the wrong way, and you guys went the right way.
On a more serious yet lighter note, I saw Mayor Schock up there again pointing the starter's gun into the crowd and pulling the trigger, and I was scared. Every year he he shoots it down instead of up in the air, the starter's gun, and I'm always afraid that he's shooting it the wrong direction. This time he was pointed towards the city hall, though, so, you know.
So what are in those caps, like cap guns or what?
I think they're just blanks. There's empty shells. I'm not sure.
Not sure if you got anything, but you did get away with $12,000.
They're still dangerous, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing in there. You know, you could get a piece of paper or something in there. Yeah.
It's the noise and everything.
It's a starter's gun. It's okay.
Well, you know something, a special tribute to the Wortham family, whose their beloved son, Officer Wortham, was shot by those guys when he came with his new motorcycle. He had two tours of duty.
Easy for you to say.
In the Middle East, and he was also a policeman, and his parents were on TV yesterday speaking in front of the Cook County Board, and it was quite touching. Also, I want to send a special shout to the Chicago Blackhawks, and especially Antti Niemi. Why don't they have an MVP in hockey? Does anybody know, or do they?
They had
They should. I mean, how
level.
many did they say saves he did in that last game? 40?
Yeah.
38?
They have a trophy for the goalie. They have different rules and regulations.
He should get the
in
all-time. He should get the all-time. That was so
They'll
serious.
do one just for the series, but there is one for the season. So.
Let me ask you something. What nationality is he? Antti Niemi. Because I try to listen when he speaks.
David,
do
Finnish?
you know?
Is he Finnish?
Yes, he
And
is.
the Blackhawks almost are, ironically.
To our favor, to their favor.
That's right.
Let's send another special shout out to Amos Nicholson, our good friend and loyal listener from Aurora, and he's probably our oldest fan. And George, do you know if Amos has ever taken the honor flight to Washington? He did.
The first one.
Can he go again, or once you go, that's the end of it?
I think once you go, that's you.
It should be once you go, that's the end of it, because there's plenty of people that still are in line to do that.
I would like to volunteer and go with them once, because it's for a whole day. They go and they fly back at the same day, right? It's not an overnight thing where I don't have to leave my dogs, pack a bag.
Gordon Snelly of Elgin went on one of the early ones as well. George knows, so yeah. You get up early, and you head to Washington.
I would love to do that. I have to sign up for the volunteer thing. Which now reminds me of the quote for the week, and I want to dedicate this week to Elgin's Biggest Loser, Round 2. All of the EBL2s and all of the EBL1s, whether they're going to join again or not. Anybody can do just about anything with himself that he really wants to do and makes up his mind to do. We are all capable of greater things than we realize. Who said that?
Lou Piniella.
Very favorite.
No.
Norman Vincent
Peale.
Wow.
Did you know? Did you just say that? Did he say that?
Yes, he did. He
Okay,
said,
Norman
he said
Vincent
bananas
Peale.
have a peel. I don't know what he said. He said something like that.
And speaking of being capable of greater things, we've had an overwhelming response to our EBL2 contest announcement, which begins tonight with the official weigh-in at the Taylor YMCA on McLean Boulevard from 5 to 6 p.m. So if you or anyone you know are interested in joining EBL2, show up at the Taylor Y this evening. It's first come, first serve, unless you already have confirmation. And you're listening to the Laura Dion-Jones Show. I am Laura Dion-Jones on WRMN 1410 AM. And if you've got something to say, why not say it at 847-931-1410.
All right. And you have an assistant, is that right?
And yes, Carrie, my virtual assistant.
Say hello to the camera,
flew in
Carrie.
from
Lake Villa.
Lake Villa,
Which
yes.
is an overnight stay, I might add.
Exactly. She had to pack a bag
So her duties are?
to be a virtual assistant.
Okay.
Ask her what
Would
her
you have to ever
duties
leave the
are.
computer for that? All you have to do is stay with your computer.
Well, see, she's feverishly writing here. She's taking it in longhand. Listen, I would like to welcome our first guest today. It's Elgin City Councilman Dave Captain. Welcome, Dave. How you doing? It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Listen, I hear Elgin's got a free lunch coming up this Saturday, June 5th.
That's correct. It's a big day, full day of events. This started out as kind of a conversation between Jeff Turner and I that two events could be meshed together, and we'll work with not-for-profit agencies to do some good things for the city of Elgin. NeighborWorks has been around for 7 or 8 years in Elgin. It's sponsored by the Neighborhood Housing Services. I'm the chairman of the advisory board for Neighborhood Housing Services in Elgin, and on the board for the Neighborhood Housing Services in Chicago. They're funded every year by the Neighborhood Reinvestment Corporation to put on a local cleanup. We do fence removals, we do light painting, we trimming shrubs, some light landscaping. It started out for senior citizens primarily. We do it for handicapped persons. We do it for people that are at the bottom of the economic scale and just don't have the money to do these things themselves. So we started to bring in volunteers. This Saturday, the last I heard, I'm trying to get the update on the houses. We have 13 houses that we're going to work on. We're expecting upwards of 100 to 125 volunteers to come out and work on this event.
Now, this is from the morning with
This
the
will be
thing.
the morning, yes.
Tell them about the donuts and coffee and
Yeah,
everything,
we start
too.
out at 8 o'clock at Salvation Army on Douglas Avenue for donuts and coffee, and then we'll break up into work groups. We have not-for-profit agencies that have adopted a home.
Can we do donuts and coffee on the Laura Dion-Jones?
Oh, I want to join
Yeah.
so bad.
You'll get a lot of cardio after that because you're going.
We're gonna cover all of this, Jeff. So
All right.
You have to have some fun, and you have to get people stoked up to do some of these things. But we're gonna do this event in September, and Laura's gonna love this part.
I am. Tell me.
So she's gonna look forward to this.
Tell me.
So well, I'll get to it. That anticipation. So we're gonna do. It's about 4 hours worth of work. So far, examples of volunteer groups are the Blue Code team from the city of Elgin. The Rotary is going to adopt a house. Larkin Center is going to send some volunteers. We have a couple church groups are going to come out. Elgin Community Network will have some volunteers. And each group will be assigned a home. Elgin Police Department will be out. Hopefully the Firefighters Union will be out. And we'll do some light work.
Did you say it's in that area of Kimball, Duncan, Douglas?
Yes, it's the area we're going to work in. We move from area to area each year. This year we're going to be in an area that's bounded by Douglas, Dundee Avenue, Kimball Street, and roughly Cherry Street. And it's going to really at-risk neighborhood. We do some cleanup work and we assist these people. One of the interesting things that we do is we invest this with the Elgin chain link fence removal program. And that not only do we take a chain link fence out for these people with volunteer work, but through the chain link fence program, they get back cash.
Why would you want to take your chain link fence down?
Well, some of them become unsightly as
Okay.
they get older.
Okay.
And we remove them. It opens the neighborhood up. And I've made this statement to the council members and publicly that we did this first 2 years ago in the area on Ann Street, right behind the Boys and Girls Club, and took out 2 chain link fences. Each of those families received cash back from the city of Elgin. They took the money and reinvested it in the landscaping in their front yards.
How wonderful.
And it changed the whole look of the street. And I've been doing this kind of stuff for about 20 years. Volunteer work in neighborhoods. I've never seen a neighborhood change as much as that neighborhood did in 2 years.
Wow.
We spent 2 years there. So this, on June 5th, we're going to be working in the area of the Salvation Army. And at noon, Jeff Turner from In the Neighborhood Deli is sponsoring a program called Together We're Elgin, and this is a follow-up luncheon for him. It's be the 3rd one I believe he's done, and he gets donations. This year the Rotary is donating some funds to put this on. Neighborhood Housing Services will be donating funds. Elgin Community Network acts as the fiscal agent for Jeff, and it's a free lunch for the community, and we're hoping to get about 1,500 people to come down.
I know it's a barbecue and it's going to be rain or shine. So
it's going to be rain or shine. We're doing it next to the Hemmons in the courtyard between the Hemmons and the and City Hall. There's going to be free music.
Couple bands.
Reverends. All after the Reverends.
Reverends are there. Oh, the entire town's
and
there. They're
2
well
others.
there.
Be going from noon until 5. It's a free lunch. Don't listen, but this is something to have a good time. There'll be hot dogs and hamburgers.
Spaghetti and meatballs. No, that's
I can eat the hamburger without the bun.
There we go.
The burger, not the bun.
Yeah, she's great at that. She can have 6 burgers.
Soft drinks will be
Dessert.
Will be donated.
Listen, I can't come in the morning to help clean up, but I can come and serve dessert again like I did at Valentine's. Is that okay?
Make sure you come to the luncheon. And this will be the first one. And again, here's the teaser for you. We're going to do one again in September. It's going to be September 25th. And we're going to do that in the neighbors of Southeast Elgin. I don't think we've picked the site yet, but we'll be doing some homes on the south. That will be the area south of Chicago Street. It'll be the same format. We'll work in the morning. We'll get volunteers to come in and do some light cleanup, fence removals, some yard work. We'll do another luncheon at noon. And
barbecue again? Or
well,
what?
I don't know what Jeff's going to do, but I've kind of issued a challenge to him, and this ties
low carb.
This ties into community gardens.
Ooh!
And I've asked some community garden groups to bring part of their harvest and challenge Jeff into cooking some vegetables and show people how to cook fresh vegetables.
How wonderful!
That won't be a problem. That won't be a problem for Jeff Turner.
Jeff is excellent.
Absolutely, he's one of the best chefs I've ever seen in my life. So.
When he was at Healthy Kids Day at ECC, I forgot when that was, in March or April 17th, something like that, he made an Asian beef dish that was just fabulous with vegetables and everything, and he had everything prepared and he made it on site, and it was incredible. If people would like to get a hold of you, could you tell our listeners if they want to volunteer or what they can do if they want to come and help serve and work at the luncheon?
Sure, they can. They could call me, and this is my home phone number. The public guy, 847-741-7375, or they can send me an email, and that's dscaptain, Kaptain, at wowway, woway.com. And sign up. We have individuals that we'll put together, and it's a nice social event. We hope to do it rain or shine. You know, if it's a torrential downpour, that'll probably slow us down. But if there's a little bit of rain, most of these things can be done.
Are we supposed to have rain Saturday? Anybody know?
Well, David, you were at the Veterans Memorial, weren't you? Wasn't that a moment where there's a major shower, just like the president ran into around Joliet?
Yep.
But we got through it here in Elgin, but the major storm was seconds away from the ceremony taking place right there, Veterans Memorial, just west of the library.
And did you get rained on?
Well, going to your car, yes, but the ceremony itself was successful. They got through the whole ceremony with that, but it was an approaching storm that was something to see.